Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could also be current. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be someone who you have connected with on a romantic level, but you know there's something there. There's something special, but no one's really speaking up. Honestly, the past life card just squeezed right through the way it just fell out. It's kind of silly. So, yeah, okay. So, yes, a lot is happening. This person is bubbling. This person's bubbling. It's like I see vegetable soup or some type of soup that's red, like tomato, and it's bubbling. Red. Love. Yeah, it's bubbling over. It's a crisis, all right. It's very difficult. So for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. All right. Let's have a look. We have here inspiration followed by laughter, embracing the shadow, mystery, play, crisis, death and rebirth, abundance, betrayal, and then we have opening under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Virgo, how can I tell you how much? You make me smile. This world once was black and white for me. Everything was boring. There was no use. There's no use of anything. But things have changed. I really feel connected to you. My world is now colored. It's no longer black and white. You are an inspiration to me. I see everything differently. I can feel that the smell, the taste, the touch, everything about life is just so much more vibrant. The world seems like a better place. Not so dark and dreary as it usually is. But it's nice because I have you in it. Wow. There are certain things that I've wanted to tell you that I've kept deep down inside. You are my confidant. You are my best friend. I feel that in this connection, you're the only one who actually knows me. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You know how to make me laugh. And I love being in this light with you. I see you not only as an inspiration, but as a best friend. Someone I can count on, someone I can rely on. And because of this, it is hard for me to go back and be distant. I can't. Even though I know I have hurt you, I don't want to lose you as a friend. I need to have you as my friend because I feel you are my best friend. There is a part of me that has wanted you to embrace that shadow side of me. That side why things went kind of downhill. I know that in this connection, you and I, we have been so distant, so different. You saw a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. I know that you've seen this, and I know that it has bothered you. But that is also a part of who I am. I am who I am, and I can't change my ways. I know it's difficult to move on from that. And I also know that in this connection now, even if we want to move on, there is so much awkwardness that feels strange and icky. It just doesn't feel right. I feel very awkward, and I know you do too. And there's also this feeling of being quite uncomfortable. Whereas once upon a time there was comfort, and then there was none. I also feel that in this connection, there is this realization and this feeling that you and I are spiritually bound. I can't put my finger on it, but I know that somehow you and I are connected. When I see you, when I think of you, I can feel the difference. I can sense the difference. Everything that I myself have experienced, I'm a witness to it. I can smell your scent when you're not there. I can sense your presence even though you're not in the room. And in my dreams, everything seems so real. I feel as if I've known you from before. My level of comfort is as if I've known you for forever. I feel like I can talk to you about anything and not fear that you're going to judge me. I do feel that in this connection, you and I, we have a part to play. And maybe even we are replaying something that never came true in a past life, and now we're here together to fulfill that. Once again, there's a part of me that desires you greatly, and I do feel that you are my best friend, that I can talk to you about anything and not fear that you're going to judge me. This friendship that I have with you, I feel very young, vibrant, youthful. I feel that between you and I, there is this sense of allure, the sense of wanting and longing. You make me feel alive again, young again, vibrant again. You make me want to be mischievous. I love it. I love this feeling that I get with you. It's like you are this battery and you just charge me up. I don't feel like this with anybody else. That's why it's so intense. And yes, I am quite overwhelmed right now because of the feelings and emotions that I have towards this connection. I feel the spiritual connection, and it is very strong. This is how I view it. This is how I feel. This crisis that I've gone through for quite some time, and it's not going away. This is all in my mind. I am overwhelmed. I can't think straight. And because I can't think straight, I find it difficult to sort things out. I need time to sort things out. My emotions, my sorrow, the upsetness, the happiness, the joy. But my mind is in mental anguish, frustration and impatience. It's going to take time for that to settle down, for me not to be so overwhelmed. But I do want to put everything to rest that happened before in this connection, all that happened before. There was rough roads, rough terrain. However, moving forward, I like there to be peace and harmony and smoothness on this road, on this path. Essentially, I want to have a restart in this connection, a death of what happened before, but a rebirth of something brand new with you and me. And I do feel that in this connection, you and I could make a great power couple. I see that you have a lot of potential, and I also see that I have betrayed you, materialistically. I have used you to some degree, and I have hurt you because of the way that I took you for granted. You're always there for me, and you've always been someone who I can rely on. I see that you have a lot of potential, and I want to learn with you. I want to grow with you. But I have betrayed you. I have said things and done things that you did not expect. Hurtful words. Certain things that I have done and said that are just too much to bear. With this betrayal, I now realize that I have been a stranger this entire time. I never really did open up to you. And now I want to. Now I do want to open up to you and talk to you about the things that I've hidden deep down in my heart. Certain things that I have not talked to you about, I have not spoken. Because of fear. Because of embarrassment. Because I also thought you're not going to listen to me. But once I open up, I'm hoping that you will know certain secrets that I've held on to. Deep down, my thoughts, my fears, my anxieties, my hopes and my dreams. I want you to know me better, more than just a friend. Because you are my inspiration and I do see potential with you. For now, I want there to be peace and harmony between us. I don't want there to be awkwardness and feelings of being uncomfortable. I really don't want that. All right, Virgo. So, we do have a situation here where your person of interest wants to have a restart of this connection, but they also know that they have betrayed you. Now, something very unique about this specific situation and the way these cards came out. Somebody here may have used somebody for money. Some of you are going to resonate with this, not all of you. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have abundance right here, which is Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi, and she has here coins. This is money, this is wealth. But right beside the wealth card, we have betrayal. So for certain people out there, this does indicate that somebody betrayed someone because they perhaps asked for too much money, or they maybe took money and they didn't return it, or maybe they took advantage of them in some way. However, whatever the result of that was that there's a monetary loss. So somebody did betray somebody here based on materialistic stuff, items. It could even be money. Does this person think of you as a friend? Yeah, they do. Do they want to move on and start something with you? Yes, they do. But they are very much in their minds right now that they're so overwhelmed. Typically, this overwhelmment comes from the past life feeling, because it's just, like I've mentioned in my other videos, double the love, double the pain. Double the love in this lifetime, it's times 2. But it also comes from the past life. In the past life, you've also suffered pain and love. Both of you, because somehow you're connected. For some of you that are interested in learning more about the deep connection that the both of you share, I do past life readings, and I do have that on my website. If you are unable to place an order, feel free to send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list. And this is for past life spiritual connections. This is to see what exactly happened in your past life that's affecting you the way that it is now. What happened? For some of you, it might even be related to someone using someone or misusing someone. All right, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So I do these readings in reverse, this particular deck. Oh my. Desire. Interesting. All right, so this is for those of you who may have not gotten any closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. The connection between the both of you used to be strong, but then you realize that there's a lack of communication now. They're not messaging you as often as they used to. And so you're wondering, where do we stand? Or why did this person do this? Here, this is something that I look into the past. This is when things were going well, and then all of a sudden you realize that what happened? And your person of interest may not have explained this to you. So I am going to explain this. And this is from your person's point of view. The first set of cards that you had, that I just read, the first one, that is the current status. This is something that happened in the past, and they're not really telling you. 3 of Coins, Ace of Staves, and we have Desire. Three of Coins. This talks about how this person at some point in time when they were with you, they needed to recheck plans for expansion. Were they even practical? Why did they need to recheck plans for expansion? Because expansion makes things scary for them. They did not know what to do. They don't know how to move forward. Anything that is new, anything that causes expansion causes fear. So it was time to confer with those who may be more experienced. So what does that mean? Eeks. Your person of interest was not experienced as much, and they wanted to move forward in this connection, but they didn't know what to do. They didn't feel it was really very realistic or practical, so they thought they would talk to somebody else about it. Now, when we have other people involved, sometimes they may give us the best advice, and we can get together with our person. Sometimes they give us their own biased opinion, too. And because of that, sometimes things don't work out. Your person of interest here, whatever decision they made, Virgo, it was not based on only what they were thinking. It's based on what other people had told them. Then we have here also the Ace of Staves. The Ace of Staves here talks about how this person had a lack of energy. There was no growth, no action was being taken, and there was also a lack of creativity. Here, this person was not seeing new opportunities that were given to them. There was a lack of masculine energy or the yang aspect of life. We also have difficulties with new ventures and the need to focus. So they were not focused. And if they're not focused on you, that means they're focused on someone else. Yeah. And if they're not focused on you, it means that their energy is scattered. So there's no focus on one area, but it may be scattered left, right, center, all the way. We also have here desire. Desire does talk about movement, fate, transition, and change. However, in the reverse, it talks about a lack of movement, not really feeling faith in fate, not wanting to transition and not really wanting change, but resisting change. So here we have how this person started to feel at some point in time quite impatient. They were feeling trapped by desires that felt unquenchable when it comes to you. The timing was very inconvenient. Disregard or insensitivity to the importance around yourself. So I do see here inconvenient timing. They feel that if you had entered their life maybe earlier or maybe before or after, things would have been better, but the timing was very inconvenient. This could be perhaps somebody started a project and now you're just super duper busy. So you can't really give that time, energy, and effort to one person because it's not focused. Hence, you have the focus card here, right? There's a lack of focus. Why? Because they were focused somewhere else. This also talks about being trapped by desires that feel unquenchable. So, wow, they have a lot of passion for you and desire for you. But this specific desire, it's quite lustful. There's a lot of lust involved here. And when we have only lust, then that is a problem because the first set of cards didn't really show me a whole lot of love in that sense. It's good to have information, being friends and things like that, but it's not really telling me the depth of this type of connection. So it could be that you felt, Virgo, that you were very deep in this connection. However, your person of interest did not think of it that way. They're the type of person that they may love you, but they may feel skeptical when it comes to, am I in love with this person? And they might even be in love, but they don't recognize it. So, that's what happened there, guys. That's some of the reasons why they were not really connecting with you. Now, we also have here the Beginner's Tarot. So with this deck, I'd like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions that your person of interest may have. Boy, oh boy. The Devil card. We have Justice, High Priestess, the Hanged Man, and then we have the Four of Swords. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, major changes happening, but they're happening internally. This is not really external. What I'm seeing here with the Devil card is, remember you just had the Desire card, right? So a whole lot of lust and passion. It gets to the point where in this person's mind, it could also be very toxic. That it's just too much. And it's not healthy at some point in time. They are addicted to you in the sense that sexually they're addicted to you. They feel that they just can't get enough of you no matter how much they have or how much they want. It's never enough. Now, the other problem here is fear. They do feel fear from this type of connection because it's so intense. Remember, you do have the mystery card. So that talks a lot about the past life spiritual connection and how there's passion involved in that. And on my other channel, for those of you that want to know, it's Asnointia Audio. The link is below in the description box. And I have spiritually related videos there. It's spiritual connections. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other, which is very much applicable to this one, is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. With this Devil card, it does talk about also, even if the both of you try to go your separate ways, something happens and there's always this reminder. It's as if the both of you haunt each other and you're pulled again into each other's circle. So even if you try to release yourself, like a spring or like a band that stretches, it comes right back. It does not snap. We have here also justice. So there is a realization that in this connection, somebody in this connection was very unfair. Somebody was taking and taking and taking. They were not giving. Hence now there is this realization that this person wants to make things right. Remember, you had the death and rebirth, right? That's a second chance. But here it doesn't talk about a second chance. It talks about making things right. So you got both. That's really good to have in one reading. They want to have a second chance, and they also want to make things right. Why do they want to make things right? Because they know that things have been done wrong. And they're aware of this. But they keep going at it. They keep doing it because it feels good. So yes, we do have a situation here where you can move on with this person because they want to make things right. However, your person of interest here, they're very quiet. They think and they feel that they have a plan. They know they have a plan, but they're not really telling. This is someone that's keeping very much to themselves. They're not exposing themselves in a way. Sorry, guys. They know certain secrets and they think that they know the future. They know that they can predict a few things, but they're not really telling you. And they don't tell you because they want it to be a secret. They want this to be, and they feel that this is a very divine connection. They feel that fate and destiny will reveal itself on its own time. They don't have to do anything about it. Now we also have here the Hanged Man. It appears that at some point in time, Virgo, this person is going to reach out to you, and then they're going to be waiting to hear your response or your reaction to something that they have said and done. Perhaps they've connected with you and they're wondering, how do you feel about that? So I do see, similar to this, some type of a waiting game. Your person of interest is waiting for you, but they're also waiting for you to reach out to them. Now there's a problem there because even after that, in the meantime, you have here the Four of Swords, which is the overall arching theme. The issue here, when we have this card, it does talk about how there was heartache and pain that this person experienced as well in this connection. And this could be grief. This could be a third-party situation, feelings of regret. So that feeling of regret, suffering, sorrow that happened, it was quite a lot, Virgo, for this person that you're dealing with. And with the Four of Swords, now they have retreated. They have turned into almost like a hermit. They have retreated because they want to heal. They need time to recuperate, rejuvenate, regenerate. But they don't want to be involved in anything with anybody at this moment in time. They're taking a break from the world. And once, after they're healed, then they will be able to gain that strength and be with you or reach out to you the way that you want them to. Here, with the Justice card, this does talk about how they are aware that things have not been right. But then right before that, we also have how they feel so addicted to you. They feel that they can't let go. And that's a problem. That's also why it's hurting them, because they can't get over this feeling. It's too strong, it's too intense. This card also talks about obsession. All right, so let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this one. This is Archangel Answer Cards. Just gonna do a quick prayer. All right, so we have here yes, followed by you're ready. And then we have wait. perfect timing. Let go. A year from now. No. Just going to clarify the no. Okay. If you're a whisper, guys, that's me whispering. We have here a situation where there's this feeling of a lack of hope, but there is hope because you have some really nice cards that just came up. Virgo, the angels here are saying, and this is from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. They're saying here, yes, you are ready. So some of you may think that, no, you're not ready to move on from the situation or even to handle this situation. However, the angels are saying you've been there, done that, you've been through a lot, and yes, you are ready, and that means you are emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready to tackle whatever comes to you regarding this relationship or any other relationship. Now, even though you're ready, they're saying to wait. There's no harm in waiting. Why do they want you to wait, Virgo? Because everything is going to happen in perfect timing. This is divine timing. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Remember, your person of interest is healing. There's a lot going on in their life, in their mind. They have to change the way they think. They have to change their lifestyle, the way they behave, and their relationships with other people. So it's going to take some time. We also have, for now, let go. This is going to be hard. It doesn't mean you stop loving the person, but you can just let go and stop connecting with them so much as you do, because they do want some distance right now. And the only reason you're going to be able to attract this person is by letting go, actually. This is a really good strategy that the angels often come up with. By letting go, you allow this person to miss you. When they miss you, they value you. When they value you, then that means that you're worth something. And when you're worth something, then they're afraid of losing you. And after that is when they usually come back. So there's a whole process to this that I've noticed. So letting go is not a bad thing to do. In the meantime, while you let go, focus on yourself, focus on other things that you want to finish in your life that you never got around to doing. Some hobby or some projects that you want to finish, something you want to take up. Because while you do this, they're still healing and they're trying to evolve and change so that they can be a better partner for the future. So that they can have a second chance, and with the Justice card, so that they can make things right. By letting go, it's going to take some time, a year from now. I know that sounds like a long time, but people don't change overnight. A year from now, it could be that some of you saw this card last year. This may tick you off now. It's like, what? This happened last year, now it's here again. This is simply because in this deck also we have only a year from now. It doesn't go up to like 3 years or 5 years from now. With this card, it does indicate from now until the next 12 months, something is going to change. There are going to be changes, and these changes will be major. We also have here, no. There will be opportunities. Now, some of you may be, by the mid-year or the end of the year, you're going to be very negative. Here the angels are saying, no, don't be negative, because there are going to be opportunities that are going to come to you. Now, this opportunity could be this individual, or honestly, it could become somebody completely different. In addition to that, you have here the card Peaceful Resolution. There may have been a lot of upsetness, a lot of things in this connection that just didn't go right, but there's this desire and this understanding that things do need to go right. Things need to change. They can't be the same anymore. And there is going to be a peaceful resolution in this connection. The overall arching theme we have is remain positive. That's a very nice card to have, remain positive. So it is important to remain positive, but sometimes what happens is we may end up not being able to be positive because our environment is so toxic. We may be around people who are narcissists And there's various levels. We may be around people who are upset, frustrated, depressed, all this sort of thing. And even somebody who's depressed, for example, there's various levels of depression. They attract negative energy, and those negative energies can jump onto you at the moment you have a weakness. It's kind of like a flea or a tick. Bounces off of one person and jumps onto the other. So for some of you that may be feeling that you need more positivity and positive energy in your life, that starts by getting rid of negative energies. So for those of you that want something like this, I do have packages for that. One is called the Holy Light Package. That's a self-help guide. And one is called the Chakra Checkup Package, where I check your chakras from a distance. This is from top to bottom. My method of removing negative energies is quite different than a typical yogi. Yogis usually have different techniques, and there are also different types of yogis. But my method is quite different. And I do deal with the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit only. I've always only dealt with them. And it works. It works. So here, I have these packages where I teach you how to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and from inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. And I'm able to see this remotely. I give you a personal reading. This is specifically for the chakra checkup. For the Holy Light Package, that is a self-help guide, but it still has the same effect. It will get rid of negative energies. The only thing is with the other one, you get a little bit of information, and it's a one-on-one type of situation. It's not a one-on-one, I can't say that. It's more of a pre-recorded message that I send to you, but I do your reading and I send it to you in that way. So it's important to get rid of negative energies, because positive energies may be what we call our spirit guides. Maybe your grandparents, your great-grandparents, people that loved you, and their spirit, not their soul, but their spirit is still around. Sometimes their soul can come down too. But their soul may be in someone else at this point in time, or maybe they're waiting for someone and they'll reincarnate or incarnate into someone else. I do past life readings, that's why I know about this kind of stuff. So having positive energy around you is great, but if you have like 4 people that are your spirit guides, right? And if you have 10 negative energies, and this is jinns, demons, evil spirits, yeah, your people are outnumbered. And that's why I created this. Because once you are able to get rid of negative energies, your positive energies will stay. Not only that, but anything that is supposed to be given to you in your book of life, or anything that's written to you in your book of life, anything that's owed to you karmically, it will come to you. So anything that you are manifesting will be a little bit easier, because you don't have hindrances and hurdles and obstacles in the way. That road that has big rocks and boulders, that will all go away, and that is the negative energy. Oftentimes we are just trying to manifest and manifest, but we forget, we don't see that we have negative energies all over the place. And it's because of the way that we think, the actions that we take, the people that we're with, the everyday life. I'd recommend for some of you to have a look on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. The link is below. I have a video there on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? Jinns, demons, evil spirits. This will teach you a little bit about it, and how to handle these things, and how to avoid these things. Because once you do, a lot of the things that you want in your life, even the heartache and disappointments, they do start to reduce. Because negative energies have a way of ruining your career, your love life, your future, your hopes, your dreams, your health, so many things. I've been there. 2 decades, been there. And now I'm done. I'm over that. And that's why I made this. So have a look at it. If some of you feel interested, please do place an order, and I'll be able to get to you as soon as I can. All right, Virgo. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.